So let's try to understand this particular code as well. So let me put it over here. So if you see here, I am filtering. So dollar filter is basically the where clause. I want to filter some information about a user, and this username is part of user nav. Okay, so user nav and username. So let's first go to our AMP job. So AMP job is the API. So what I'm selecting here, I am using a dollar filter for a where clause. What I am passing as a where condition is the username, and from where the username is coming, the username is coming from the user nav. So there is no field within your AMP job username. Okay, within your employee job, there is no such field as username. So if you want to use the username, so let's assume your starting query is from employee job, and from employee job, if you want to get the username, so how can you get the username? For that, you have to go to the user nav. So when you come down here, so it's an alphabetical order. So user nav, okay, from user nav, what I have used, user nav slash username. So where this username is there, so from user nav, it is pointing to the user. When I go to this user, in my user, there is a field as user name. So when I come down here, I will be having a field as username. Okay, so this is how I can use it, username. So this is what I'm using, user nav, username. Okay, then what I'm doing, I am expanding some entities. So user nav I have to use, so I have added user nav here. Same way, I want some information about the personal information nav. So personal information nav is coming from the employment nav. From employment nav, I will be going to person nav, and from person nav, again, I will be moving to personal info nav. Okay, so let's again go back to AMP employment to understand this. AMP job. So when I come to AMP job, now what I want to do, from AMP job, I want to go to the employment nav. So if I come down here, employment nav, employment nav. Then I'm going to employment nav. I'm inside the employment nav now. From there, I want to go to person nav. When I come down, is a person nav. Person nav is again pointing to per person. So now I'm in the person nav. From person nav, I want to go to the personal info nav. So when I come down here, further is the person info nav. Person info nav is further going to per personal. So from per personal, I want to derive some of the fields. Okay, I want to pull some fields from the per personal. So this is what the expand I have to use. So same expand I must be using somewhere else. So if you see here in this section, employment nav, per person, personal nav, first name. Okay, so if I need to use this first name in the select statement, here I am having a first name. If I need to use this first name, I have to traverse it like this. Employment nav, personal info nav, and then with the first name. So this is how we have to use this navigation, and you have to build our query. So same way, I have built another some set of fields I have already used. So I am using various navigations from phone info. I am pulling some information from email navigation. I am pulling some information. Okay. So if we have to run this API, we can go to our Postman and we can run this API.